Welcome back. Time now to indulge in a dessert creation. Megan Fitzroy Phelan is back by popular demand. She's ready to show us how to make a lemon olive oil cake with Sabayon. We welcome her back to Virginia this morning. We're not actually making the cake. You can talk us through the steps of that. We're making the Sabayon.
Correct.
And
yes.
what on earth is this?
Sabayon, it's a French word or term. It's kind of custardy, it's kind of moussey, but it's made with egg yolks, sugar, and lemon juice, which I just put in. Traditionally, it's made with wine, but I like the lemony freshness, especially this time of year.
So wine would be the liquid instead of the lemon?
The lemon juice,
oh,
exactly.
It would still bring that acidity, but it wouldn't be like lemon.
Exactly.
Okay.
And traditionally you would use a sweet wine, like a dessert wine, which is why the lemon works well. So this is basically all you do. You combine the three ingredients, and then you just whisk over a double boiler. The water was simmering. You want the water simmering, but not too hot. And you can see it makes a mess. Hopefully I'm not getting it on the camera.
My hair's going to be shellacked in place.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. It didn't go that far. Megan, is this like lemon curd's cousin?
Actually, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah, it's like a moussey lemon curd.
Okay.
And in fact, that'll be the flavor. But it's light and fluffy. And one of the reasons I like it is because you can, in this case, we're going to be serving it with the lemon olive oil cake as well as fresh berries. Italians do a similar version called Sabayon. I'm sure I butchered how to pronounce that.
I thought it sounded great.
Thank you. And that tends to be served with biscotti for dessert, obviously. And I brought along with me some homemade limoncello, so you could actually serve it with that as well.
Interesting.
You can also make it with the limoncello.
So these end up being, it's a nice light dessert in terms of impact. You get the flavoring of these things. We're not saying that these are lightweight or
low
you know,
cal.
keep it tilted there.
That works
low
perfect,
cal,
yeah.
But kind of light flavors.
Yes, yeah, light and bright.
Light and bright.
And this time of year, I crave that sort of light and bright dessert, especially with Easter around the corner. I tend to do something lemony.
Look at that thing changing texture. This is a two-talent job here with holding the pan. I guess if you had a double boiler.
I don't normally have someone holding the pan. This is lovely. It makes my job easy.
If I get to eat all of your creations, I'll hold the pan all day, every day. So it's thickening up.
It's thickening. As you can see, you can start to see the whisk lines in the mousse itself, or in the Sabayon. And once it starts to pull away from the bowl, you can see as it pulls to the side, then it's pretty much done.
And then what happens?
And then we can kill the heat here.
Okay, off.
We'll take it off. And it could go a little bit more. You can serve it warm or you can serve it cold. In fact, over here in this bowl, I have Sabayon that I actually made yesterday. I didn't think it would hold up that well, but it does.
It's beautiful.
It's stable.
So you stopped where you stopped, and then you just let it chill out. Like
you want it to cool down a little bit, and then from there, you're ready to serve.
Oh.
So here I have the olive oil cake is underneath, along with the berries and the lemon Sabayon on top. You can also brulee it. So you could take that same dessert and sprinkle a little bit of sugar, and if you have a torch, a kitchen torch, you could torch it or put it under your broiler, and it has that creme brulee top to it.
So it gets a little, an interesting texture.
Yeah, a little caramelized on top. So here we have some more to prep. We have the lemon olive oil cake, which is just very simple. You mix your dry ingredients, you add your wet ingredients. I did give the recipe for that, so that'll be online.
And in terms of flavoring for that, again, it gives you, it's light, it's bright, it's like pound cake, but maybe not as dense. Is that right?
Yeah. And you can use pound cake here as well. So we would just pour the Sabayon.
Megan makes such amazing creations. Look at that. And then you're doing this, you can serve it now because obviously it's ready. You wouldn't pre-do these and then set that in the fridge. You'd keep it separate if you were doing it that way?
I would keep it separate because it tends to start to break down. In fact, that Sabayon needed a little quick whisk this morning just to help it. But
it goes right in. Here's one for you. Megan, thanks for being back with us. We
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Here's a spoon.
Thank
you for being with us today. That wraps up today's show. We look forward to having your company again tomorrow from 9 to 10 right here on CBS 6. We hope you enjoy a terrific Thursday.